One of the best first-year coaching jobs for my money was Jeff Hafley. He got Boston College to 6-5. We got to see, Phil Dracovic, and his connection with Zay Flowers was absolutely fantastic. Flowers goes for 1,000 yards. And guess what? They're both back. So Boston College exceeded expectations in year one. Bud, to shout out narratives that do get formed. Do you think that was a true judge of sort of where Boston College was, level of play? And are you expecting there to be any kind of linear trajectory, or is a winning record like 7-5? Is that sort of where we should peg Boston College for the time being?
That's kind of about where I would probably expect them to be. I talked to Tyler Calvaruso at Eagle Insider, and he was like, look, they bring back quite a bit, and they should probably take a step forward. Now, David Bailey, the running back, was really good for them last year, and they don't have like a clear dude. Like at Clemson, it's pretty clear. Jalen Dixon, unless somebody else really emerges, is probably going to take over for Etienne. But like at BC, they got a bunch of names. I don't know if they have the dude who's like the guy for sure. And one of them is, West Virginia transfer Alex Sinkfield. We'll see. We'll see how well he's able to factor in. Defensively, I think this is where they could show some serious improvement. I know Jeff Hadley's a defensive coach, but they were bad on defense last year, guys. Yeah. And they were 98th in the country in defense. That's poor. They didn't really feel like they had a chance to get their install in spring, and that's a common theme. Like NC State feels the same way. Boston College, a lot of these teams that had new coordinators didn't get their install in. They do lose Isaiah McDuffie and Max Richardson in the middle of the defense. That's kind of a problem. The what?
I was just saying significant.
Yeah, right. Exactly. But like they bring in some transfers, maybe true freshman Bryce Steele can carve out a role there for spring practice. But I think if they're able to take a step forward, it's because they're able to be solid on offense again, and the defense takes a step forward due to continuity, better understanding the scheme, that type of stuff.
I also think their defense would be helped out if they could run the ball better, because like they were pretty one-dimensional on offense last year. And I think that if you're able to at least not be like a top tier rushing team, but they averaged like 3.1 yards per carry, just help balance things out a little bit.
They were bizarro Boston College last year. Like they were exactly the opposite of what they've been, because they've been average to below average quarterback play with some of the best running backs in the country, and they played really tough physical defense.
Yeah, just roll through all ACC running backs.
Yeah, so now we've given the exact opposite of what they were last year. Their quarterback was awesome, showed some really bright signs of potential. They were 118th in rushing in the country, and their defense couldn't get off the field. So somewhere in there's a balance, but I do think Phil Dracovic was a bright sign of this offense, and because he's coming back with an entire offensive line, I feel like they'll get the offensive line, the run game going. And I like Jeff Hafley. I think he's the right guy for the job. And I think I wouldn't be surprised in another 2 years if BC fans are worried about losing Jeff Hafley.